1.5, rewriting equations and formulas. When we are doing this, we're solving for a specific variable within our equation or our formula. So when we look at example 1, we have this: to solve a literal equation, 3y plus 4x is equal to 9 for y. So we're just getting y by itself. Sometimes when I do this, I like to circle or highlight that term that I'm solving for, so I know that's the one I need to isolate or get by itself. So for this, we are going to start with moving that 4x over by subtracting it from each side. So this is going to leave us with 3y is equal to negative 4x plus 9. And then we just divide each side by the 3 to get y by itself. So y is equal to negative 4/3 x plus 3. For example 2, we have y is equal to 3x plus 5xz for x. So we are going to divide out an x from both of these terms. So we're going to get y is equal to x times 3 plus 5z. And then we're going to get x by itself. So we are going to divide each side, undo the multiplication. We divide each side by that 3 plus 5z. Divide this side by 3 plus 5z. These are going to cancel. So x is equal to y over 3 plus 5z. So when you have an equation where you have a denominator where your variable is, you want to take that denominator, so in this case the 3 plus 5z, and set it not equal to 0. You want to see what that x or that z in this case is not equal to, so that way your fraction is not undefined. So when we do that, we would just subtract each side with the 3 to get 5z is not equal to negative 3, and then divide by 5, and z is not equal to negative 3/5. So that's part of your answer as well. For example A, we're solving for y, so we're going to just move the x over by adding it to both sides. We get 3y is equal to x plus 9. Then we just divide each side by the 3 to get y is equal to 1/3 x plus 3. For B, again, we're solving for y, so we're going to move the 2x over by subtracting it from each side. We get negative 2y is equal to negative 2x plus 5. We divide by negative 2. So y is equal to 1x minus 5 over 2. For C, we have 20 is equal to 8x plus 4y. So again, we're getting y by itself. I'm going to subtract the 8x from each side. So this is 4y is equal to negative 8x plus 20. We divide each side by the 4. So y is equal to negative 2x plus 5. For example A, here we're solving for x. So we are going to combine like terms. We have y is equal to 5x minus 4x. So we just combine like terms, and we get 5 minus 4 is 1. So y is equal to x. If you want to rewrite it to where x is equal to y, you can. For B, we have 2x plus kx is equal to m. So we're going to divide out an x from these two terms. So it's going to be x times 2 plus k is equal to m. And then just divide each side by that 2 plus k to get your x by itself. Now, with this, you have x is equal to m over 2 plus k. You got to tell what k is not equal to. So take that 2 plus k, set it not equal to 0. Subtract the 2 from each side, so k cannot equal 0. That's part of your answer. For C, we're given 3 plus 5x minus kx is equal to y. So again, we're solving for x. So we're going to start by moving this 3 over, we can subtract it from each side. This gives us 5x minus kx is equal to y minus 3. From here, we are just going to divide out an x to get x times 5 minus k is equal to y minus 3. And then divide by that 5 minus k on each side. So x is equal to y minus 3 over 5 minus k. And again, we're going to take that 5 minus k, since it's in the denominator, set it not equal to 0, and then solve for k. So we are going to move that k over by adding it to both sides, so k cannot equal 5. So again, you have that y is equal to, x is equal to y minus 3 over 5 minus k, and k cannot equal 5. For example 3, we are rewriting the formula for surface area to solve for the length. So if we look here, our formula is S is equal to 2LW plus 2LH plus 2WH. So what we want to do is we want to first move that 2WH over in order to get our terms with that L on the same side. So we're going to subtract it from each side. So this is going to leave us with S minus 2WH is equal to 2 length times width plus 2 length times height. We want to factor out that L, that length, so we're going to divide everything by that L. However, we're factoring it out, so it's going to be S minus 2 width times height is equal to L times 2 width plus 2 times the height. All right, so from here, we're going to divide by 2 times the width plus 2 times the height on each side. These are going to cancel, so our length is equal to our S minus 2WH over 2 times the width plus 2 times the height. And then you could go ahead and solve for the what W can't equal and what H can't equal. However, I'm not going to require you, if you're doing a formula like this, to do that. We are going to skip over example 4 and move to where we are given specific formulas and solving for those variables. So for example A here, we have area is equal to 1/2 times the base times the height. We're solving for the height. So we are going to first start by multiplying each side by a 2 to get rid of that 1/2. So we have 2 times the area is equal to your base times your height. We're getting our height by itself, so we are going to divide each side by that base. So height is equal to 2 times the area over your base. And then your base should not equal, B cannot equal 0. For B, we're given the formula for surface area and told to solve for L. So we are going to first move over that pi r squared by subtracting it from each side. So this is going to be S minus pi r squared is equal to pi r L. From here, we divide each side by pi times r, and we get that our length is equal to our surface area minus pi times the radius squared over pi radius, and our radius cannot equal 0. For example 5, we have the temperature formula to solve for F. So C is equal to 5/9 times F minus 32. So we first want to get rid of that 5/9. So we are going to multiply it by the reciprocal on each side. The reciprocal is just 9 over 5. So this is going to cancel out the 5/9. So we're going to have 9/5 C is equal to F minus 32. We just add that 32 to each side. And we get that F is equal to 9/5 fifths C plus 32.